So on Friday, I got to go see Sonic 3, and I have to say, this movie is just great. One of the best movies in the Sonic movie trilogy. Um, so yeah. Also, I have to say, this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. So yeah. Um, but anyway, yeah, this movie is just amazing. I will say, I think the opening scene of Sonic fighting the gun agents, and then the other scene where he fights Sonic in the first part, and then at the end of the movie where he fights Shadow, or yeah, when he fights Sonic, uh, those were the best in my opinion. My favorite scenes, especially at the end of the movie when they played Live and Learn, which I mean, I kind of expected, but I didn't actually think they would actually do that though. So that was actually pretty cool. So yeah, and I also gotta say too, just the amount of I don't want to say action, but world building and also characters, they do it all well. And I also will say this too, um, the the whole Shadows backstory. They I liked it. They put a lot of respect into it, and it was good. It wasn't. I mean, yeah, I think it was also really good too, seeing Shadow's origin, and also just seeing Shadow kind of, I guess, when Sonic was kind of when Sonic was kind of scared when when Tom wasn't waking up after Shadow hit him, and Shadow kind of looked at him the same way as he was with Maria. That was a great scene. That was really good. And I really like that about Shadow too. So yeah. Also, I will say this too. Jim Carrey as both Robotnik and Gerald Robotnik. Pretty good, really good. I He carries a lot of the humor with this movie. Um, so yeah, and I will say this though. The thing I don't really like about this movie much is some of the humor. And I don't mean like Jim Carrey's humor. I'm really talking about the humor that feels very forced at times. Uh, like there was a scene with Shadow and Agent Stone, and Agent Stone said something like "Let's make Quack," and then Shadow said "Revenge Quack." I'm like, what? That no, I want to say that just was not right. It was kind of cringy, to be honest. And I know it's like a kids movie, but at the same time, I feel like the humor can be the downfall, and especially Sonic with him trying to make a joke every 5 seconds. um, there are serious moments in this movie, but I also just feel like there are times when there's a joke, um, and it's not really the joke itself. It's when the joke is placed right after a serious moment. There'll be a serious moment and then joke and then back to normal or whatever, and I'm like bruh. Um, so yeah, and I don't want to say it completely reminded me of Thor: Love and Thunder, where the movie was serious and Thor was making a joke every 5 seconds, but I kind of felt that a little bit with Sonic. So yeah. Um, yeah, I really do think that's kind of really the only part I dislike about the movie. It's just sometimes where the humor or jokes kind of just feel a bit out of place. So yeah. I think another thing I'll say too about this movie is kind of Sonic's seeing Sonic get all angry and all serious about Tom being injured, and then him fighting Shadow, when he gets the Chaos Emeralds and just starts fighting Shadow. And I think especially kind of, I don't want to say near the end of that fight, but kind of around the middle of the fight, Shadow was like, "Do you really care for these humans?" And I think he said Tom, whatever, and then Sonic just punched him right into the moon, like that. Peak fiction right there. So yeah, and then they had then Shadow and Sonic had their conversation about their traumas, whatever, and then they decided to team up. that was great. And I also will say the character, I don't want to say character arc, but like with like, like Robotnik's character arc of him being bad for the like past kind of like three movies, and then near the end kind of realizing how like evil Gerald is, wanting to destroy the whole planet, and then Robotnik sacrificing his life. That was a good. Um, so yeah, I think it was pretty good. I will say though, I kind of wish the fight between Gerald and Robotnik was a little more serious, but it's not the worst. I mean, it was kind of expected. So yeah, um, I guess that's kind of really it. It's just a lot of the movie I like. It's very good. I think maybe some of the humor I would change, but I really don't think I would really change much about this movie. It's just really good. And especially really good too if you're like a Sonic fan and you know a lot about the lore. So seeing certain parts like actually happen. So yeah, just really awesome. And also this for the like credit scene too. Um, Seeing Metal Sonic and then like that was awesome. All right. Actually seeing Metal Sonic and then a bunch of Metal Sonics and then seeing Amy there, like basically destroying the Metal Sonics. I thought that was kind of cool. Um, so yeah, um, I with how they did it, it might be kind of an. I'm hoping the movie like Sonic 4 or whatever, it's kind of like Sonic Heroes, where Metal Sonics become Metal Overlord. That I think that would be pretty cool, for like Sonic 4 or whatever. So yeah, and then at the like very end, like the post credit scene, um, there's kind of a scene of like Shadow grabbing his like his I want to say bracelets. I think it's what they're called, whatever. Those bracelets he had on his arms, like by his gloves. When he like just grabbed those, like showed that he was alive. I would like to see a Shadow movie or show. Maybe him, I don't know, like fighting Black Doom or whatever. I mean, probably not. It'd be kind of crazy if we got his movie and it was like PG-13. So, yeah. But anyway, I think that's kind of really it. I give this movie a good 9 out of 10. And I'm a little more biased, mostly just because I am a Sonic fan. So I'd obviously enjoy the movie a lot more than, say, like a regular person who would watch the movie. So yeah, that's really just it for this review.